All right, we're here to finish up Midway Solitaire. And I looked on my channel, and it's been about 4 months. Although it's been two games. I think two games. The original game, and then I got into this game with all the optional rules. But yeah, and like I said earlier on this channel, most of the time I get maybe a half an hour to maybe an hour a week to play games during working season. But now that we're in the off season, yeah, we get to concentrate and get some gaming in. But that's why it takes so long. And like I said, it's just a little drop in. I let you guys see how my game goes on each turn by turn, and it ain't too bad. It don't make for too bad watching. Let me see here. They're on the Illusions route, and they're got a search. We got a task force that they can see. And to be honest with you, though, with this last turn, I think it's going to be a little bit too little, too late for the U.S. Navy side. It'll be two games that I haven't won in this Midway Solitaire. But something tells me we got to get this board or this table cleaned off for some incoming. So let's see what we will do. It will be the spotting. They're back here and they will try to do their search segment. Alright, 3 places from a base. Imperial Japanese Task Force, other Imperial Japanese Task Forces, so bases. I guess we will consider that a base. So within 3 spaces, the base is 1, 2. Yep, they're within that much. Alright. For each task force in range, apply the results. So the base is going to roll first. See if it can spot. Task Force 8. Alright. With a 3. Oh, where do we see this here at? 1 to 2, it succeeds. 3, they didn't see us. Alright. Imperial Japanese Carrier Strike Force. We've got a Carrier Strike Force. Yep, right next to them. 1 hex away, so we'd be rolling for the Carrier Strike Force. Oh. Faux pas. Oh, I could do it. Carrier Strike Force, 2 spaces. No fact. Huh. So I guess you need a low number. Right, well, there you go. That'll always work. Alright, Carrier Strike Force. All other Imperial Japanese navies. Just 1 space. Alright, we got unfortunately got a invasion force. It's 1 space away, so we'll search with them with a 6. That doesn't do it. Nobody can see us. I guess around these islands and stuff, we can maybe make a storyline on that. Other Imperial Draft. Alright. We have another force here, maybe. No force. We already rolled for the base. We've rolled 3 times. The main body. All other Japanese task forces can only search 1 space. So if U.S. Navy task force is unspotted. Alright, well, there you go. U.S. Navy is task force search rate is more than 1. Only 1 search, well, that's fine. Yeah, we did that right. Alright, we will move and roll for each task force. Something tells me this is where the rubber meets the road. Roll for the invasion force with a 2. Invasion force with 2, 1 space. They will now be spotted. Everybody's spotted here now. I'll flip them on over. We're all spotted. Smoke on the horizon. Alright, the 2nd Carrier Strike Force. Could only move 1. He can only get in there, so with a 2, he will stop. Also flipped over to spotted. We'll see how this battle develops. Alright, nobody on the Illusions, or in the Illusions. The main body lagging behind. Lagging behind with a 6, though. Might not be lagging behind for much longer. 3 spaces. They are playing catch up. 1, 2, and they are with them 2 in 3 spots. So here you go. We have got us the main body. For some reason we're not focusing in. Oops. Made a big mess. Trying to do 2 things. But anyway, got a bunch of units there. Got 3 task forces. 1, 2, 3, and Task Force 8. Sorry about the bad focus. Probably problem with the zoom feature. Alright, well, that is it for the movement segment. Alright. There you go. Now we're on the U.S. Navy reaction. We got a bunch of these we got to catch up with. We're all the way down to here. U.S. Navy reaction from the last route. Last game. Like I said, it ain't looking good. Usually got to have a really good victory, or I don't know, like, this is just guessing. Have a real good U.S. victory. We have to have all these green boxes possessed by the U.S. Navy, and we down 2 of them. And like I said, I think that's what happened in my last game. And it equals a decisive Japanese victory. So we'll see what happens here. We got one. What would you say? Recapture on the way. But it might be too little too late, like I said. So we'll see what happens with this epic battle. And we will be back with the end of Midway Solitaire. All optional rules included. Be back. Alright, well, unfortunately, that's what's in Task Force 8. We got a new battleship and some cruisers, which are good for closing fighting, so they can come on in within range. We'll blast them, but we cannot launch any aircrafts. I think Task Force 44 was en route up to Alaska, and our transports, so we could load up some. Oh, those transports should be having Marines with them. Huh. What the heck happened to them? Uh-oh. Yeah, we picked up Marines from, where are they at now? Okay, well, I see Task Force 16's got Marines on them, and Task Force 11. Oh, 11's here. Task Force 16's here, so I guess Task Force 16 was on its way up to Alaska with its troops. That's what we got going on. Alright. We do have a transport there, though. Oh well, it's towards the end of the game. Alright. So there will be no U.S. reaction phase. We can't do nothing. We need to launch naval aircraft, NACs, from carriers. That says not land attack craft or naval aircraft units currently assigned to a base. So that rules my units in Alaska on out. So we will go to the next phase, which is U.S. Imperial Japanese Navy Air Launch Segment. Air Unit Launch Segment. We'll find out how many carriers we have in the main body A. Main body A, right here. Are there any carriers? Yes, there is. So, main body A, we'll grab them up. We'll put the old battle marker here. Main body A has... Whew. There you go. The destroyers. Cruisers, I guess. Light cruisers or something, but they do have a light carrier. So we'll be launching planes from the Shoho. Where is the Shoho? And he has a complement of 2 aircraft that we have to assign missions for. And they're fully operational, no losses, full strength. Alright, that takes care of the, what is that? The main body? Let me get these guys over here, make sure we got them all in order. Know who is with who. The main body. Next is the 2nd Carrier Strike Force. And who is in the 2nd Carrier Strike Force? Oh, here we go. Oh, a whole stack of ships. And the 2nd Carrier Strike Force. Now we have reveal time. It will be some destroyers. Oh, and a couple carriers. Uh-oh, ain't looking good. There you go. 2nd Carrier Strike Force. Here's what they consist of. We will look for planes from the Zoiho. Zoiho. Where are they? Here they are. Here's a compliment. 2 planes, 2 squadrons rather. They're full strength. Next one is the Kaga. And that Soyuz was a light carrier. This one here is a full carrier with 3 planes. You can see the light carriers only carry 2 squadrons. I guess what we want to imagine that as. The Kaga, though, has a capacity of 3, but she only has 2. Oh, dog hair out of there. But there you go. These are the aircraft on the way, so far at least. And that is the 2nd Carrier Strike Force, and it's complemented destroyers, light carrier, and a regular carrier, busting down on the Aleutians. All right, now I don't know who they're all attacking. That task force, that's what it is. They're attacking my battleships and my destroyers. All right, next will be the invasion force. They got all kinds of task forces. 3 of them we got to deal with. So invasion MO, and here you go. Invasion MO consists of 2 squadrons. Oh, they're all transports, but they don't have no units on them. Huh? That is so strange. What is up with that? Oh, did they go here on the Aleutians? Yeah, they went over here on the Aleutians, so they're back there. So yeah, ain't nothing really going on with them. So we'll put them down here anyway because they're in the battle area. They're empty transports, and it doesn't say anything in the rule about embarking them. So but you don't need to embark anyway, as long as any Imperial Japanese units get onto Alaska box. It's game over. All right, we will roll for each one of these, and I guess I'll be going for the task force. Let me get my ships over here. Over here we have task force 8. And 8 consists of, there you go, bunch of cruisers on a battleship, and they got that middle numbers what they're going to be shooting the Japanese with, which ain't bad. And we do have a little bit of an anti-aircraft there with the cruisers, but there you go. Here's what's facing them. They're coming down full speed. Be back with the battle. Coming back here now with the well, I guess they'll be launching, and I guess the only thing they'll be doing is attacking a task force. So, or we can get maybe some cap missions, or maybe some escort and our intruder missions. We'll be right back to assign the Japanese air units. All right, we're back, and it is the big fight off the Alaska coast, and U.S. 8th Task Force with a battleship and a bunch of cruisers are being attacked by 3 task forces: the main body Japanese, 2nd Carrier Strike Force, and their invasion force, a bunch of transports. Each carrier's got their own complement of aircraft that are now going to be assigned their mission. 6 for the bomber naval attack craft down here. Attack objective. There is no objective to attack, so they were going to be going for the task force. All right. Next. That's basically all they're going to be doing. 2 for a fighter. We got a fighter here. Let me see. Naval aircraft fighter with a 2. He's on a CAT mission above the task force. There you go. In case any enemy planes are coming, but there will be no enemy planes coming. Next we got a 1 for a fighter. He'll be capping also. Naval aircraft fighter on a cap mission. These boys here, or these men here, are all protecting their fleet. All right, next we got a bomber, naval aircraft bomber. 1. Uh-oh. Naval aircraft bomber with a 1. That boy has got some mechanical problems or something. So he will go back to the Zuyuo. Wow, failed dive bomber. Back to the Zuyuo. Will not launch. Alright. Kaga. Another fighter. A6M with a 4. Fighter with a 4. He will be capping also. There was nobody to shoot at. which is fine anyway because we're going for ships. And they have no middle number. That middle number is a 0. Next is a bomber going for those ships from the Gaga. Will he have mechanical problems? No, he will not. Naval aircraft bomber. NAC bomber. With a 5. Attack the fleet. Alright, well, that's not bad. There's only 2 planes coming down on them. So there you go. We can put them like this so you can get a better view. We're attacking my 2 ships here. Are these right there? Alright. Moving on up now to the mutual combat segment. We come back. Resolving the combat. Under push to, I guess, destroy the ships protecting the Alaska coast. If they eliminate both of these ships, there ain't nothing standing in their way, but I don't know if they're going to have another turn to do anything with. This is the last. There's no more chits to pull, so this will be the final results for victory points. Be back. Ready for some combat. And we have down here the combat procedure, air-to-air step. The only problem is there are no air units for the U.S. Navy, just surface vessels. So, combat steps, air-to-air cat fighters, nothing going on there. Attacking escorts, nothing going on there. And bombers may only fire at fighters that fire on them, nothing going on there. Anti-air steps, fire all ground and naval units, air combat factors at enemy air units. So we will be able to fire here. Now there is an optional rule with this combat. We'll make sure we're doing this right. Oh, AAA coordination. I think the U.S. does everything the same way. It's just the Japanese. U.S. naval units use the standard procedure for anti-air fire. So there you go. Oh, what is the standard procedure? We haven't done that in a while. No, it does say fire all ground and naval units, air combat at enemy air units. So let's just do what we're going to do. We can pick and choose what we want. The Japanese have to only fire, their ships can only fire at the planes heading towards them. I guess we have better coordination, but we will fire with the battleship first. And he hasn't got much of an anti-air capability. He's good against the Japanese surface ships. But we got 2 planes barreling down on us, and one's got a really nasty anti-air number, that one in the middle, so we'll be firing at him. Oh man, ooh, he's bad news. Rolling a 1, and I think both of these we're gonna coordinate both of the fire from these ships on him, 1 or less from the battleship against the Japanese torpedo bomber coming on in. 6, no good. All right. Now our cruisers, can they save us? Ooh, looking for a 3 or less. So we've got some good anti-aircraft fire here. Our best anti-aircraft fire. Yes! Alright, so the Kaga's Veil dive bomber gets reduced. That's all the better we can do. That is it for our anti-air fire. All ground and naval units, alright. Fire all air units, naval combat factors, and enemy air units, or naval units. So that's what we're doing now. Alright, we'll be going for the big battleship. Try to protect their fleet, because once they get done, he gets to open up his guns. So he's coming on down. Let's say maybe about, I don't know how many planes, maybe 10. Or in the original formation, let's say they got, what'd they lose? Maybe 4, 5 planes. But the other 5 are heading on down, barreling down on the battleship, and they don't give you a name for the battleship. It was an optional, one of the optional rule units. So here we go, looking for a 3 or less to hit the battleship. 6, no good. We might survive this, people. The Shoho Veil dive bomber, he's got a full squadron, but and I wonder, are these both Veils? They can't be both Veils because well, it does say they are. Why is one probably more? Oh, one might be from a carrier that's a light carrier, so it's got a lighter squadron, less planes in it. That might be the difference. All right, looking for a 2 or less to hit the battleship. Oh, No good, no good. Oh, Imperial Japanese Navy attacking U.S. naval units to hit a battleship. We need they gotta sink us with a 6, 2 to 5, no effect with a 1. Alright, here what happens to the battleship. 4. Oh, that might not be good. Oh, attacking. A 4, and that is die roll to damage. So he is damaged. We will take the battleship off the board. Or do we? Yeah, well, I think it is what happens in certain order. So he came down there, he hit me before I could fire. So I'm going over here to damaged units. Let me check the procedure real quick. We'll be right back. Yes, because I'm pretty sure it says you must execute each step before moving on to the next. Must be completed. Fire once per step, assuming it has combat factor. One combat that can touch time for each step. Alright, well, it's fine, but yeah, that's what happened. They damaged our battleship before we could do any fire, and there's no reduced sight on that battleship, so once it's damaged, it's damaged. So that hurts. It's up to our cruisers to do it now. They're the only ones left. Alright, that's how the battle is going. Fire all area units named. Yep, so we just did. You know what though? Hold on. Fire all units at eligible ground units. Alright, well that's fine. There's nothing there. Oh, here we go. Fire all naval units, naval combat strength on enemy surface naval units. Okay, we're there. Alright, so what's going to happen here is the middle numbers are going to be needed. But you can see here, let me see. Oh, they do have some anti-naval capabilities, some good anti-naval capabilities. So that's not going to be too good for us, but that'll be simultaneous. We'll go ahead and fire at them first. We'll go for the big one, the Kaga. There you go. And we can roll one die. Need a 2 or less. That middle number is the naval number. 2 or less to damage the Kaga. Oh yes. All right. That is good. At least we can get away with 1. All right. We have to attacking unit. We have to get us a full strength carrier. 1 or 2 to damage. 3 to 6 to sink. Wow. 3 to 6 to sink. Well, that'll work. Let's do it to it, boys. Oh no. Oh, wait. Hold on. We got a 5. Yes. No way. That is too cool. That is easy to sink those suckers. Alright, well, we got us a sunk carrier. That'll work. We'll definitely be taking that. That's a full-size carrier, too. A lot more ships there. Our old cruiser, they're going to get, I don't know what, Purple Hearts, whatever, but they ain't going to be long for this world. They're about to get hammered. Alright, let's hold off here. We will eliminated pile right here. We'll keep him out here because, well, what are we going to do here? What do we do here? We'll put this on the Imperial Japanese morale segments. There you go. We'll make sure to check that out. Alright, now it is their turn. The Soho does have no factors, but they have a bunch of some kind of cruisers. They'll be firing 3, looking for 3 or less to put the hurt on my cruisers. 3 or less. 4, they don't do it. Next ones to get a shot and fire 2 or less from their battleship. They got a battleship that's in the area. They are pissed. Yep, that'll get them. Alright, hold on a second. Battleships. Oh no, there's my bad. I can't see. They're destroyers, but they just got a 2. So that will put the hurt. Imperial Japanese Navy attacking U.S. naval units to hit. Okay, we got a hit here, and they're going against the CA unit, which is the cruisers, the middle column with a 1. Oh, no effect. We'll take that. Yes. All right, reading that right. No effect for the destroyers. Okay, that's the task force main body. And it's got hammered. Now, second carrier strike force. Their carrier has no anti-naval capability, but they do have a destroyer. Looking for a 2 or less. My cruisers are still in the game. To our left. 2. Ouch. All right, let's see if they get a hit. All right, on my cruiser. To hit die roll. To hit die roll. 6. That will hit. All right. The sink. Oof, that hurts. They have sunk my. Oh, look at this. We've got sunk the Enterprise. We got a bunch of eliminated units there. That is not good. Well, that'll take care of that battle. There ain't nobody left. We will have the mutual return segment. And ouch. So much for that task force. Task force 8. 8 eliminated. Oh, well, task forces. I guess this will be an available task force now. Because it is gone, but like I said, it's the end of the game. And that might have been the coup de grace for Midway Solitaire. Ouch. All right, let me get these task forces back. That was our only hope, I think, to take back. Solutions. I don't see anything going on. We'll see. We still got some U.S. responses. We get some transports up there or something, but we got this transport going here. Maybe just to take back one of these green spots, but yeah, if we take this one back, it means they will only have one, so that is very key coming on up. The Aleutians is history. The only thing keeping us out of trouble is the fact that they have no more chits to be pulled. So that is going to be the extent of their advancement in this game. Let me clean up. We'll be right back. All right, we got a bunch of air groups, or at least a couple here, that have no carrier because she was sent to the bottom of the sea. So we'll have to see who has room. The Soho. Let's get these. Let's get the rest of these planes back to their carriers and see if we got any room for anyone else. Oh, Shoho. Oh, nope, she's got 2 planes here. Shoho. That is her capability, so she has no room on her deck for the Kaga's planes. Next we'll go to the. Oh, I gotta read this out here. Zoihu. The Zoihu has a capacity of 2. Her other plane couldn't leave. She is full. So those 2 carriers are maxed out. Planes won't be landing there. Alright. One's got a 4 range and the other one's got a 3 range. Let's see what goes on with that. They might be able to land on the Aleutians. Be right back. Range is the key. Oh, let me see here. Oh, where did I see that? For both sides, if no carrier or base is within range with sufficient capacity. Although, the Aleutians. Oh, it's there. But here's what I'm looking at. It's only got a 1 capacity. Ouch. So therefore, we're going to have to lose a plane. Oh, which one do we not want to lose? Oh, man, that's a tough one there. I guess we'll eliminate him in the eliminated pile, which ain't really gonna make a difference. Like I said, it's the end of the game. We'll land this aircraft here. I'm gonna carry a Kaga on the Aleutians, and it only has it must be a small airfield. It can only hold a few planes. So there you go. That is the mutual return segment. Got some more cleaning up to do here. Be right back. All right, then here you go. Fortunately for me, it is the last turn of the game, and they won't be able to get onto my home space. So I'm pretty sure that the sudden death defeat has been eliminated. We will get a chance to turn the tables and get our last spot here on the Sullivans. But I think that's going to be it. We're done with the mutual return segment. We're going to the morale segment. They lost a carrier, but I'm pretty sure we've done this before, that they have to lose at least 2, or at least the 2 carriers or battleships, some combination of a carrier and a battleships to reduce their morale. We'll look down here. Eliminate morale. So you must make a U.S. morale check, resolve route on the route. Let me give the route mutual combat segment. The result. less than the number eliminated. Alright, well, it's only a 1, so it won't apply. Roll 1d6. If the result is greater or equal to the number eliminated, there's no effect. Huh. So it's 1. Anything over a 1, yeah. If the result is less than the number eliminated, which can't be less than a 1. You got all this, so there you go. You need a bunch of them eliminated. 1 ain't gonna do diddly. Alright, that is it for the morale segment. We'll put this carrier into the eliminated pile. Give you a little look at our piles here. Since we've nailed down, we got a couple carriers now. Oh, we got all kinds of carriers. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nailed 4, 5 carriers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, I don't know, we'll add them up. We'll see what happens at the end of the game. But man, that's a lot of carriers I've lost. Meanwhile, here's our eliminated pile. We lost the Enterprise. The battleship just got damaged. Reinforcements, available task forces. There you go. So I'm pretty sure we don't stand a chance on winning the game. Might be able to tie or maybe reduce the intensity of the Japanese victory, or the level of the Japanese victory. Alright, we will be going to the logistics segment. They repair units. Oh, what do they repair? They can only repair reduced land aircraft or carriers. Reduced land carriers. Yep. Yeah, like I said, each turn. None of that happens because they don't have nothing to repair. So now is the G1 organization segment. We're getting down to it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more steps after this, and it'll be the game. And I have a little bit of comments and everything afterwards, but like I said, this has been a good 4 months. And I don't know if it's 4 months for both games, the original and then the one with the optional rules, but yeah, they do stay on my table for a long time, but I don't get a chance to play it much, except this time of year where I'm getting played almost every day. Another thing is, let me take a pause real quick. I watch Art Wolf's Lair. I think his name's Gary, but he tells me, he says during his show that he's playing some games, and I would love to see his drop-ins. I like to see these guys do this stuff and see what their thoughts are when but nobody else really likes to play. I guess and I don't get many, like that's maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 subscribers or something, 5 or 10 views per video. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. I like to watch some of these playthroughs. I kind of like playthroughs, although sometimes they're good things to watch when you need to go to sleep. put you to sleep. I don't know what that says. Like I said, I've never been to a convention, so I might have a short attention span. That's why I don't get much done on these videos. But man, to play those games for hours. But I've done it before. I've done it in my lifetime with opponents, and it is fun to have a whole day playing war games. But let's get back here. We will come back. When we come back, it'll be the last phase of the U.S. turn. We need to get the Solomons. Be right back. All right, final moves of our epic 4-month-long game, which probably should only been, let me see, maybe about 3 hours. I don't know what time. Let me see. Let's grab the box here real quick. Find out how much time he says the game should last. Solitaire. 2 to 4 hours? I don't know about that. I got more time than that, I think. Well, we'll see. 2 to 4. Maybe 4. But like I said, I'm slow, and I stop a lot. That's one thing about my work at home compared to when I'm at work. When I'm at work, I mean, like I said, when you get up at that 4 o'clock in the morning when it's dark and you don't stop till you walk in that door, 6 or 7 o'clock at night. But there ain't no really, well, don't get me wrong, there's some times where I'll be able to kick back and relax on the job. But when I'm home and I work, it's, I always like to get a little bit of work in while I take breaks. I take a lot of breaks at work, so maybe that's my problem. I'm not the quickest or the I don't know what the most motivated. I don't know what we call it. Let's go on here. We're getting down to it. Organization phase, and we need to take back the Solomon. So what are we gonna do here? Reorganize the task force, create a new one, recruit reinforcements, replace naval aircraft. It's for your carrier, so I don't really apply to us now. Replace Land attack craft. Eliminated display. We don't have anybody. Oh, we do. We could use a land attack craft too. Don't have any. Alright. Oh. Replace land attack aircraft. Replace the coastal defense unit. We can't do that. What are we going to do? This might be moot. I don't see anything that's going to help me here. Like I said, the last few moves. Route and reinforcement. That might be the only thing we could do here. He's got to go to Australia, though. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And they got to be put in Pearl Harbor or the West Coast, so that ain't going to do us no good for this last turn. Alright, we're going to move to the U.S. Navy Intelligence segment. We don't need to do any of that. Yeah. I mean, there's no more shits to draw, so we don't need to search for anybody. They won't get another turn to move into our home spot, so that's fine. We'll be done here in a second. We're just going to try to see if I can get onto this. Alright, that'll be it. No intelligence operations phase. This is it. This is the key. Oh, naval operation. Select a task force, and there you go. Carrier base. Reaction. There won't be an over. Well, the only reaction will be from Raboul. There you go. But let's do this. Oh, I want to launch enraged carrier base units. Blah 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 blah. How do I go on the offensive though with my units? Containing blah blah blah. Bombers. Alright, I guess we're going over to the optional rules. Team play, additional optional counters. To embark the land unit, U.S. player with G1 load, unload ground action during the U.S. Navy G1 organization segment. What? Huh. Let me see here. G1. We already passed that up. But how do you? I don't see that nowhere. All right, let me check this out. I'll be right back. All right, bit of a conundrum here. Bit of a conundrum. U.S. transports may embark and disembark land units during the U.S. Navy G1 organization phase if the player conducts a load or unload ground unit action. All right, well, number one, there is no load or unload ground unit action category in here. To organize a task force, unless they're meeting one of these. Create a new task force, recruit reinforcements. Alright, replace the naval aircraft, replace the land aircraft, replace the coastal defense unit. I don't see conducts a load or unload ground units action during the G1 organization phase. So I'm guessing we're going to do it this way just to have a good game. I've read through this. Because then you get down here to the big caveat here. U.S. land units may never disembark in U.S. Imperial Japanese Navy controlled spaces. Well, if that's the case, they can never take over a spot. I want to go here, but it's a controlled space according to the rules. You can never disembark. It makes no sense. What I want to do is I want to move. I want to go to the organization phase, or the phase I'm in now, where I can move my. Let me see here. Maybe I can't do it till next turn. We'll see. We're on the operations phase. Let's go back to the operations phase here. Or maybe game might be over. We'll see. Oh, operations phase. Operations actions. Move any U.S. task force reason C determined. Launch any carrier based against strikes. Conduct a reaction. 3 spaces, blah blah blah. Searches, blah blah blah. We'll be in the same space, so they won't have to search. Launch any standard carrier. Yes, resolve the combat procedure. Alright, maybe we'll just follow this. their chat. Yes, Navy control. There's still units there. That don't make no sense. There won't be no units there. I'll be right back. Alright, well, I'm thinking this may be game. Because what we're doing here now, I'm thinking what the procedure would be is I would move my task force here. Alright. I'd grab me a marker, incident marker. After that, the Imperial Japanese Navy conduct strikes against spotted task forces. Conduct the US. So then he would launch planes from here against my ships. That'd be fine. Mutual combat. Fighter units against blah 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 blah. Air units. Fighter receive cap. Launch and remain in space. We'll be fighting. What will we be fighting? I guess I'll be trying to shoot down their planes that are trying to get my carriers. The key thing is, once my task force is here, I have to wait for a whole nother turn to do this, which won't happen. So I guess we'll go ahead and just play it out. We've got 2 more phases, but it'll be impossible for me to capture this. So we are on the operations phase. We will move our task force. Let me see here. Where's the movement? Real quick. Navy movement. Battleship can only move 1. Task Force 11. Only has transports, destroyers. Oh, it does have a battleship. Alright, so we can only move 1, which we can do anyway, so we'll move 1 up here. Alright, after we move, we grab our incident marker. As we have moved. Alright. Let me make sure I got this right here. Movement. Wrong one. Here we go. Select the unit, move any out task forces, blah 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 blah. C, determine if you must pick an incident marker. We must pick an incident marker. The incident marker is here. And it flipped over on its incident side, so we don't know what it is until now. And we will see what happens on the last incident. Uh-oh. Surprise. Alright. If it has anything to do with us, we'll see right here. Going on back. Oh, and we have a surprise move. Hold on a second. Alright. If drawn during the Imperial Japanese movement segment, that's not it. Alright, if drawn during the, yeah, you may move the task force on the active off 1 additional space if you don't want to do that. Increase all of our combat factors. Cannot. Task force moves can be out of into enemy occupied space. It's the only time it can be. Alright, well, we just get modifiers on our combat. We got to remember to do that. Every time we pull this marker, we don't remember to add the modifiers, and the marker's usually sitting right there in our face. Alright, well, that'll take care of that. Let's go back here. Alright. Launch any in-range carrier-based naval carrier against spotted Imperial Japanese task forces or against Imperial Japanese island bases. Naval aircraft may also be launched to provide cap over U.S. task forces. So what we have here is Task Force 11 has 1 carrier, the Yorktown. The Yorktown has a complement of fighters. Here we go. Alright. What we're going to do, I guess, is you'll be capping. And you'll be attacking an objective, which is going to be, I guess, Rabaul. It's the only thing I can see. There's nobody here on the Solomons. You know, there's no infantry or nothing, so attack. Objective. Alright. Now they go launch yourselves back. There's just, yeah, we are spotted because we're right there at the Solomons, so. Range of Imperial Task Force and bases. We're all spotted, so that's good. Conduct searches, we're done with that. These procedures launch any Imperial bombers assigned a carrier, not land. Oh, to a base. Alright, well, that won't happen then. Huh. Not land aircraft or naval aircraft. Alright, well, that's it. Alright, well, there's nothing going on there then. Huh, they won't launch? Ranger spotted. See the cappers all launching. Carriers are on the bases located. Alright, see if there's a cap result on these. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll be right back. Alright, it's pretty straightforward. You just got to do what they want you to do. Like it says, there won't be no launching of anything from a base. So, both spots containing both Imperial Japanese Navy and U.S. Navy units conduct a ground or resolve combat procedure. We are attacking the objective, which would be this here. So we will put this base over here, close to the fence unit. That's the only thing that's gonna be firing. He's got a lethal fire. All right, so the only battle marker will be here at Rabaul. And we'll resolve this out the way the procedure says to. For each space containing, we will go to combat procedure. Back here to combat procedure. Fire all units, factors. So he's on cap. Let's see here. No air units firing at air units. Anti-air step. So there'll be no air step. Fire all ground and naval units, combat factors, enemy air units. So he gets to fire at the incoming U.S. plane, and he has a wicked lethal fire of 5 or less to hit my plane. Ouch! Come on, 6. Yep. So he nails him. He is reduced. Oh, eliminated. Has no side. So there you go. Last combat of the game, and he shot down the U.S. Yorktown's bomber. All right. Well, that is it. We have nothing else to do here. Now we'll go back to if the U.S. Navy base was eliminated and there's at least one. If there's current battle taking place, U.S. controlled objects by U.S. Navy transports are present, you may conduct an ambulance. It's only for their transports. Huh. You must conduct an but this is a different game. Aces eliminated. There's at least one. Succeeded. Battle conclusion step. All right, let's go here. That'll take care of that. Mutual return segment. We'll put him back here. All right. He will go back to the Yorktown. The cat fighter. Now. Oh, where are we at here? If they're both U.S. Navy and U.S. task forces, that's only if there's task forces in the same space. If the task forces are U.S. Navy controlled objective space. And the Imperial must report. That doesn't make much sense. The spy's not a perimeter. Alright, I'm not sure how to do this. Let's see here. Oh, shoot. How do we take it back? Let me go through the rules. I'll spare you the page turning. We'll come back with the conclusion. Alright, well, the key is here. If there are both U.S. Navy and Imperial Japanese task force in the same space. There's not. There's just mine. So, we will go over here. And it does say, though, in the optional rules, may embark. So we got to wait till the next G1 phase, which there won't be because it's the end of the game. So I'm thinking everybody's going to stay here, but there's nobody around here. It's just me. I'm flipping this over to U.S. control. There's no task forces or nothing else. flipping it over to U.S. control. We can't disembark because we have to wait for the next G1 to go around. So we were done with the operations phase. Let me make sure here. G3 operations. Oh, freed space containing, that is moot. All surviving air missions, if they're both U.S. Imperial, is moot again, because there's only one, and that's me, so I control the space. Conduct the following steps. Launch at home base. Oh, that's for the land-based operation. We didn't do that. We already did our naval operation. Our naval operation has come to a conclusion. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Like I said, we come down to 7. All surviving air missions, both sides return. We're on 7. If there are both, there are not. There's only me, so I will control the space. We don't go here because we did not do that. We are done with the operations actions. We'll go to the logistics action right here, and that is where we can repair damaged units. We've got a damaged battleship. Roll 1 die. We'll put them, and it's the end of the game. This is just all going through procedures, but we'll roll 1 die for a battleship. And repair table. Oh, battleship, roll for no effect. 4 to 6, it gets repaired. There you go, he gets repaired. All right, battleship number 5, 4 to 6, he gets repaired. So we'll put him in West Coast. I'll put him in Pearl Harbor. Yeah, put him in Pearl. Where did he get suffered at? He lost that though. Oh, that was up there in Alaska. Well, we could still put him back in Pearl. Who cares? It's the end of the game. All right, that is it. We will go to the administrative phase. Everybody flip to spotted or unspotted. Unspotted. Whoop. Unspotted. And we go down here. Up here, we are spotted. We will go to unspotted. And that is it. It is the official. Put the last marker in the pile. All right, people. Cup is empty. We will go down to. Oh, we need a drum roll or some kind of music here. Because. Well, it's all the way back here to the front where it says end of game. Organization. End game victory parts. The game ends. The game comes to the end. At any game turn, the game comes to an end at the end of any game turn that all Imperial Japanese Navy operation markers have been drawn. After completion of that game turn, end game turn victory is determined by totaling the U.S. Navy VPs gained or lost. Units that were damaged, then prepared. Do not count against, whatever. All right, let me check this out. We will check out the victory conditions. I don't know. Although, if we get some victory points for units eliminated, we might be doing pretty good. We have all of our Imperial Japanese Navy objective spaces but one. They got the illusion, so we were able to come back and get this one. So that is key. Like I said, let me check out the victory points, and we'll be right back. All right, drum roll, please. We have got the number of Imperial Japanese Navy eliminated units. We've got 3 carriers, 3 major carriers, and 2 lesser carriers. We also got a cruiser that's been eliminated and his air units. That all adds up to this. Major carriers, 3 eliminated, 18 victory points. Light carriers, 2 eliminated, 6 victory points. Air units, 4 eliminated, 8 victory points. Alright, Imperial Japanese Navy damage unit victory points. We got 2 battleships that were damaged. We can get points for. And the transports and the infantry don't get no points for them. But it comes up to 34 U.S. Navy victory points. But now we deduct U.S. Navy eliminated. These are the eliminated U.S. units right here. We lost a carrier, a bunch of cruisers, and a couple of squadrons. So we got one carrier loss, it's -4 victory points. Cruisers, we got 3 of them lost, it's -3 victory points, 1 apiece. Carriers worth 4 apiece. Air units, 2 lost, -2 victory points. Damaged units, we have 0. There were 0 damaged units in our display. So then you minus that 9 from a 34. This was key here too, and I don't know if I did this right in the first game. I'm going over this, and this is coming out a lot better, I think, for the U.S. than it was for the. Now I might have had lost more Imperial Japanese Navy controlled spaces, but the only one they have is the Aleutians, and that's only worth 2 victory points. So you minus 9, 10, 11 from 34, you come up with the U.S. Navy total of 23 victory points. All right. 15 to 25, the game is a draw. So there you go. A draw. I'll try to get that on there. Original campaign was a draw. There you go. So there you go. We had a good game. End of 2-game notes or final notes on Midway Solitaire. Great game. Really good game. It's Mark Herman's Pacific War light. It's a totally light game. A really good solo game. Definitely meant to be a solo game. That's why I call it Solitaire. But yeah, we had a lot of good fun with this game. Yeah, this is really a good game. Highly recommended. Might be my game of the year. Oh, that I've played this year. Yeah, I think so. I think we pretty well. We did. I got that American Revolution at Hidden Strike. That was all right. That's not really a war game. That's a puzzle. And then Built for War was really good too. But yeah, this was a really good game on a scale from 1 to. Well, what kind of scale we give it? 1 to 5. We'll definitely give it 4 stars. Definitely give it 4 stars on the 1 to 5 list. Well, that'll be it. We will be cleaning up this area, and for about 6 months or so, this thing's been down here, but it's getting taken up, and we will have break out some new games. Which one will it be? Will it be these, or will it be one from the old game bag? And that's another thing. I have to get up to that hobby store and get me another game. Take that one expansion back. Not that I don't like the thing. It looks good, but I just don't know how much I'll be able to play it. Seeing it, the girly friend ain't too into it. But it just depends on moods, too. If she's in a good mood, she'll play a game. But that's it. We are done with Midway Solitaire. Thumbs up. Had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And a few people watched, so there you go. We are done. And it came down to a draw, which was better than my last game, because I think my last game I ended up losing. I must have got less than 14 victory points, although I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, we're done. Happy holidays. My gaming season continues. The decorations will probably come down here in a little bit, but we had a great time. We're off to a great gaming season. Have fun, everybody.